Welcome back, everyone. Let's dive right into today's explainer. We are looking at part 5 of the really excellent tutorial series, Machine Learning for IT Professionals, a 10-part foundation, which was put together by Virtualization Options, LLC. They're a Colorado-based technology research and advisory group. Now, if you tuned in for the first 4 chapters, you know we spent a lot of time on the theory of how these algorithms actually work. But today, we're throwing the theory out the window. We are jumping straight into the trenches to talk about practical IT deployment. We're getting into machine learning and IT operations, or as you've probably heard it called, AI ops. Here is our roadmap for today. It's totally tailored for sysadmins, network engineers, and DevOps pros. We'll hit AI ops, the 4 steps to deployment, ML ops, and then wrap up with how you can get started right away. Let's get to it. All right, section 1. AIO ops and how we actually use machine learning to solve daily IT problems. Now, I know AI ops sounds like just another shiny buzzword vendors are trying to push, but honestly, it's not. It's literally about applying machine learning to the exact problems that are keeping you up at night. Think about alert fatigue. When your legacy monitoring tools are just screaming with so many false positives that you eventually train yourself to ignore your pager, AI ops totally flips that script. It accelerates root cause analysis from hours down to seconds, and it can actually predict a failure before it causes a user-facing outage. It's all about shifting from being constantly stressed and reactive to being calm and proactive. You dictate the terms, not your infrastructure. So what does that proactive shift actually look like? Well, first you have anomaly detection. The ML model acts like an incredibly smart smoke detector, flagging weird network traffic or I/O spikes way before they become full-blown outages. Then there's log analysis. Look, we have all been there, sitting at our desks at 2 a.m., running manual grep commands through endless text files until our eyes blur, just looking for one specific string. Natural language processing, or NLP, changes the game. It can parse millions of log lines instantly, understand the context, and just hand you the root cause. Add in predictive maintenance, like forecasting a hardware failure based on vibration data, and you've completely transformed how your team works. Let's move on to section 2. We'll look at the 4 steps to deployment, taking this from a problem to actual production.
So, hearing all those use cases, you might be sitting there wondering, okay, sounds great, but how do we practically get these models up and running in a real-world stack?
Well, here is your roadmap. And the best part? Steps 1 and 2 rely entirely on your native IT skills. Step 1 is defining the problem. What are you actually trying to predict, and what data do you have? Step 2 is collecting and cleaning that data. You'll pull from CMDBs and logs. Your deep understanding of what a timestamp or an I/O spike actually means gives you a massive leg up over a pure data scientist who doesn't know the infrastructure. Then, step 3 is choosing a model. Start simple. Use a decision tree or logistic regression. Why? Because when your boss asks why the model rerouted traffic, you actually want to be able to explain the math. And finally, step 4, train and evaluate. Make sure the model actually solves the operational problem you set out to fix by checking its accuracy, precision, and recall. Moving right along to section 3, ML ops, because we absolutely have to talk about what happens the day after you deploy.
Here's the catch with machine learning. Unlike traditional static software, ML models drift. The real world changes constantly, right? A holiday shopping rush hits, network behaviors shift, and suddenly your model's accuracy starts degrading. You can't just deploy and walk away. You need ML ops workflows. On one hand, you have automated retraining pipelines. These trigger automatically when performance drops or a bunch of new data arrives, keeping the model fresh without you having to manually intervene. On the other hand, you've got A/B testing and drift monitoring. This is where you run different versions side by side in production to catch the exact moment that shifting data starts messing with your accuracy.
Now, to manage all that, you need the right tools. This slide is basically your cheat sheet for the MLOps platforms you're going to see out in the wild. MLflow is pretty much the industry standard for experiment tracking. It's like version control for algorithms. If you're heavily containerized, Kubeflow handles Kubernetes native ML pipelines natively. If you're all in on cloud, AWS SageMaker is an amazing end-to-end managed platform, and Azure ML offers enterprise-grade MLOps for Microsoft shops. Honestly, mastering just one of these makes you the crucial bridge between your infrastructure and the data science team. Let's jump into our final section, section 4, starting your ML journey today with some immediate next steps. You do not need to build a custom AI from scratch to get started. Don't do that. First, just check your existing stack. Platforms you probably already use, like Dynatrace, Splunk, or Datadog, already have ML capabilities baked right in. Turn them on and see how they baseline your systems. Next, build up those foundational skills. There are incredible, totally free courses from Google, AWS, and Coursera made just for IT folks. And lastly, collaborate.
Go partner with your data science teams. They desperately need your expertise in reliability and incident response to get their delicate models running in your robust infrastructure.
Real quick before we finish up, I just want to give a nod to Virtualization Options LLC. As I mentioned at the top, they're the ones who curated this entire 10-part foundation to help IT pros confidently step into the machine learning era. I want to leave you with this really powerful quote from the source material. The best time to start building ML fluency is today. Every week you wait is a week of compounding advantage someone else is building. Just let that sink in for a second. Your operational chops, combined with new ML fluency, that's going to create a massive competitive advantage for your career. This shift is already happening. So here's my question to you as we wrap up this explainer. What ML feature are you going to turn on today? Go log into your stack, start poking around those AI ops tools, and just take that first step. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.